This is part 4 of my Battle for Wesnoth walkthrough. I'm going to be playing Liberty on the highest difficulty setting. And this is one that has a nice story. It is my personal favorite of all of the beginner campaigns. And we're going to start with the Journal from Baldris. They do not refer to the months with the Roman numerals, but they have names for them. It is the 21st of Scatterseed in the 501st year of Wesnoth. Months. 7 months it's been since the crown did send a single guard here to help us. This guard the second be a pompous stinker, even worse than his pa. Us of these border towns, Delwyn and Delbin, already be poor and needy, yet all's his majesty can think of is tax, 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 taking all our hard-earned gold from us. Then he uses our gold to provoke more wars with more orcs just for personal glory and more land for them grubby nobles to lord over. To Abaddon with the crown. We got no armies and we don't even got real weapons, but we of the western marches make do just fine with our slings and clubs. In all Anavan province, there won't be nobody besting us in these swamps. We're self-reliant out here. We got our own trade routes and pacts of mutual defense. No need for them Wesnothians, not a single bit. The sun were out today, but it were raining too. Weird mix of brightness and woe. Reminds me of the day Harper's pa died in that orc raid. Since my sis Erwin passed when she were young, poor lass has nobody but me. Never wanted no kid of my own, but she's mine to take care of now. Fine lass, that one. Just a bit careless, like her pa. I needs to keep a good eye on her now, with all them orcs running around here of late. And we begin with the raid. We've got this goblin pillager who wants to burn some cities, but some witches is paying him gold to burn here. Ride, you worms, let's finish our raid. Look, goblin riders approach. He was right. They was going to raid Delbin while we was gone. We gots to stop them or they'll burn down the whole village. Damn these goblins and damn the crown. We always be having to fight for ourselves. Uncle, we got no time to talk. Them riders are heading full speed towards Delbin. We'll need to chase them down through these woods and fast or we won't be able to catch up. Do it. Hold them beasts back till us old timers got there to finish 'em off. And Harper, don't be getting reckless on me today. Your old man died like that, charged into a pack of goblins by himself. I won't lose you the same way. I know, I know. No need to worry so much. All right, let's go. So, down here we've got 5 goblins. One of them is a wolf rider. The others are all goblin pillagers, so 9 levels total. I have 1, 2, 3 footpads. Sorry, 4 footpads, so 4 levels there. I have one. Well, they're not really footpads. They're called peasant youth. There's a villager, there's a village elder, but okay, they're definitely footpads and a thug and a poacher, a second poacher. And, well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 levels. So I definitely have the advantage, but let's look at where the map is going. They're heading for Delbin, and this is their route. If they want to avoid me, if they want to get here, they're going to be taking the water. So I'm going to have to move north quickly. First of all, I am going to grab a village because I want to grab villages. It's important that I keep Harper safe, who is right here. She's the one with the blue headband. But looking at Command V, none of them can actually reach me. My goals here are I would like to get Harper some XP, and I would like to get Baldris some XP. I do have a village elder who is resilient and strong, so I do want to give him some XP because those are my favorite traits for the village elder. Other than that, intelligent, intelligent, strong, resilient is nice. So hopefully I can get some XP to Jellic. Most of them, though, are honestly going to be expendable. Not the village elders, they're level 2. Now I have to send the quick guys up ahead because I need to cut these guys off so that my main force can actually engage with them. If I can engage with them entirely, of course I'm going to win, but I can't let them get away. You can go up here. Alright, so let's get you into a safe spot. And you can get in the woods because they have good defenses in the woods. You are strong in intelligence, so actually you're a good one to put here. I don't want them getting past me. I don't want Baldris there. I'd rather have this guy go here. Just because I want to feed Baldrus kills and I don't want him to get too damaged early on. And you can go here. I'm actually okay with putting a guy here because if one of them comes right here, that means they're not going towards the village. Okay, nice. All right, so they're starting to get caught up here. I definitely still want to go around. Let's see, can you get here? No, we can get to that village. This guy's zone of control is stopping that. But I can make it here at least. Oh, and there's some more villagers down here. So I'll have them start coming out to help. Mainly, you have to understand zone of control here in order to handle things. I'm going to leave you in this village, I think. It's time to start hitting heavy. And who is going to get that kill? You are... I would rather be on this side, actually. Quick and strong. Resilient, quick. I'd like you to get the kill if possible. Strong, resilient. Is there a way I can get Harper the kill? Maybe. If I hit with... Alright. Yeah, no, if I hit with two of them. Okay. Now, Harper, can you land that blow? Perfect. Nice. Off to a good start. And let's also get you up here. So far I've gotten one kill, and it went to one of my two units that I prioritize most, Baldrus and Harper. Everyone else can approach, and hopefully... I mean, ideally I'd love to level Harper, which I can do with a little bit of skirmishing and one more kill. We'll see if I can pull it off. Good, they're slowing down to attack this guy. And you are rushing ahead, and this is where zone of control is so important. So if I look at where these folks can go, this guy cannot rush through the gaps because as soon as he tries to, zone of control. The moment he steps next to anybody, that stops him, which gives time for the real fighting to happen. And I want Harper to heal for a bit. I think I'm going to go over here just in case they break through in a way that I don't expect. They shouldn't be able to kill both these footpads in one turn, but there's a tiny chance they can. Okay, so this is where I have to be quick. I am definitely going to go here, and here, and here, and here. Oh wait, is that the right spot? Alright, so these guys can't get through. I'm making a screen. Now it is time to get closer. I want to get Harper this kill. And I could potentially... Good. Nice. And I would love to give Baldrus this kill, but he's not close enough. You are resilient and strong, so I'd like you to get the kill. Didn't get it? Okay. Do I want to lock this guy down? I probably do. Yeah, no, I'm just going to go for the kill. The reason is these guys are heading far enough north. I don't want to worry about anyone tailing. Okay. And now I can lock them in with zone of control so that they are not escaping. So for this guy to escape, is there a way for this to go through? For him to move, one of these would have to be killed. Even then, even if this guy straight up gets the kill, which I don't even think he can. Yeah, this guy's not escaping. Okay. So now, Baldrus, let's bring you in here. Harper, we're going to bring you in here. You are low on hit points, so go get the village. You can get some healing. And actually, no, you're the one I maybe want to level, so you can get some healing. All right. 7 turns out of 15 done, and these guys have very little place to run. Okay, so you, I don't actually want to lose. Let's do this. I'm going to do this just to be super sure in case one of them dies. Neither death is going to open up the way. Now, let's get that here, and I would like to... I'll move you over here just to be safe. I have to be careful here because I don't want to lose Harper, but I do want to give her a kill. Or at least, yeah, I'd like to give her a kill if I can. Baldrus hasn't had any kills yet. If he gets both of them, that's 32 plus 25. Yeah, would not be enough to level, not quite. But I think I feel safe doing this. Do I feel safe doing this? No, I don't feel safe doing that. But I'm definitely safe standing here. Okay. These guys are not escaping. They're surrounded. You can step here. This is a villager, so he is expendable. The question is, how do I get Harper to get this kill? I don't want to do that. That might theoretically be a kill. I think I will risk it. Perfect. Now I just have to hit one time, and Harper leveled up. Nice. So now I mainly just want to give this last kill to Baldrus. And I think I can. Do I want to? I don't want to risk that. That could lose a unit. I'm okay with losing this guy, but not one of the other guys. Yeah, he's going to go forward. He's probably going to take out this guy. And I only lose if goblins reach the village, and he's not quite there. But I will loop around just in case I need to wall someone off. You've had enough healing. Okay, and this should be the turn that I win. I will soften you up. I don't want the kill, though, so no to that. Because I don't actually want to kill with that unit. I want to kill with Baldrus. That's very good. Is there anyone else I can safely attack with? No, anybody else might get the kill. So let's see if I get the hit. Okay, and that's victory. So this keeps happening. There's more raids, and we're paying taxes, and we don't like it. In any case, finished early. I carry over all the gold, which is 59 plus the early finish bonus. I had slightly bad luck, but my last turn had good luck. Part 2. Me and Harper visited Erwin's grave today. I helped the lass pick her a bunch of flowers. We even found some of her favorite blue lilies. Harper don't remember her much, but still thinks lots about her. Lass reminds me so much of her ma, oftentimes, real bright and brassy, even if she don't all got the same sense or wits. I'm just hoping she'd be learning more with time. Speaking of sense, I got me a bad feeling in my gut about today. I'd better ready our hunting troop for when I got back to the village, just in case. And here we are. Look, riders approach. Stand fast, Harper. By order of the Queen, the magistrate of this town is to travel with us to Ellen Safar for vetting. The Crown did long since abandon our village. You Wesnothians to be too busy counting the gold from our taxes to be sending aid against them orcs. Nobody here be leaving to nowhere. Insolent peasant, try not my patience, else I shall be forced to drag thy deceased corpse back with me to the city. Try it then, stinker. As you wish. So, yeah, we're going up against, let's see here. Now, Baldrus has asked Harper to stay out of trouble for a bit, which I will do just because it is daytime. This is 4 cavalry and 3 horsemen and some spearmen. So yeah, they have cavalry and steel. I have slings and clubs. They have good impact resistance, 40%, so footpads like Harper, or I guess she's an outlaw now, are very ineffective. Blades also ineffective. Their one weakness is piercing, which means that's what I'm using. Now, these guys, I'm not actually going to recall anyone from here. Maybe I will later. But the piece, the primary unit I want is the Peasant Hunter because they have piercing attacks with the bow. And they're just killing freely because they can. I've already lost a unit just as... Oh, that's unfortunate. The peasant took up this spot, which means I won't be able to recruit there. Now, is there anyone... You are strong resilient. I prefer strong resilient for my peasant hunter, or later poacher. So I'm going to attempt to get this one to be the one who gets XP from leveling if I can. Can I get this kill? Nice. Now I'm definitely just recruiting more of them. You can stay in the village. At least it's nighttime. And they don't have an easy way to attack the strong resilient hunter, at least not with several units. I'm still going to have Harper hang back. I don't want her in the fight just yet, because I lose if she dies, and these guys can charge for a lot of damage. Alright, oh, I'm set up for another kill right here. Now I have already lost 3 peasant hunters because, well, these guys do a lot of damage. But, oh, one more resilient strong. Nice, I got 2 already. That's convenient. There's only a 1 in 6 chance that one of these guys is resilient and strong. So, do I want to recruit more of them, or do I want to consider recalling someone? Maybe this guy? Nah, I'm just going to recruit more. That said, I feel like you can charge. No, I'm still not getting Harper involved. I'm going to wait one more turn. But I should have enough units now. Especially because it's now nighttime. Alright. So, you're not one of the strong resilient ones, so I don't want to feed the kill to you. You should be able to get that kill. And no, this is the time I bring Harper in. Yeah, much safer time. Okay, let's see if I can get... Ah, that was not the one I wanted to get the kill. I was hoping to get a miss there. Well, I can still do this. And maybe here. Nope, did not get that one. Do I want to risk this? Is this safe? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think that it is. No, that's not safe. I'm not doing it. Alright, well, I at least have not lost the strong resilient hunters, or peasant hunters. Let's see, I'm going to start here. Then you can finish that kill off. And I'm not going to stand near the village. I will grab this village. And I think I want Harper to try to get this kill. So Baldrus will swing first. And now can Harper get the kill? Yes. Okay, and I'm going to take to the forests. Let's let the spearman come out of his own accord. Now I do have to hurry because I only get 12 turns. Oh hey, that guy got a kill. Okay, well, in that case, I am going to keep heading forward. Can I get Harper this kill? I think I can. Starting here. You're going to go here, you're going to go here, you're going to go here. And is this low enough to get the kill? Maybe, 50-50 shot. Nope. Okay, this is an enemy village, so let's start grabbing them. I mean, my opponent has no place to recruit, but I still want to hopefully... Oh, I just lost that guy. Well, that was an expendable unit. Harper got the kill, that's the important thing. All right. Now, I definitely want to move forward. You have... Oh, you can gain a level the moment you have any skirmish with this guy who's level 3, which I would like. I would like to get a level 2 unit. You can actually stand right here because you're expendable. If he comes out to attack you, great. All right. Now, night is approaching, which is when I want to do this part of the fight. Let's keep grabbing villages. And you have 2 XP, and you are not strong resilient. So I'm just going to keep approaching. Oh, okay. He's moving over here. Sure. Thank you. I have no idea why he did that, but that just provided me with the convenient 60% defense for all of my peasant hunters around him. Again, no clue why. Oh, wait. Oh, must have lost a strong resilient one. Oh, when did that happen? That's unfortunate. Well, at least I got a level 2. And now, can I get that kill? Not this turn, of course, but you're very low. I should be able to finish this next turn. Can Harper get the finishing blow? Maybe. I think, though, I'll have Harper make an attempt because this can't be a death. And then Baldrus can finish this off because 42 plus 24 is enough to level. There we go. Get out of my village. We beat their leader, but a couple of them riders escaped. What should we do? Something be very wrong here. That guard weren't never no hero nothing, but his men never would have attacked us. The queen must have did something to him. We've got to tell the people of Delwyn about this. Old Magistrate Rolana will have some ideas. That's true. Whenever there's been troubles, we've always looked to her for help. And that's the plan. We're heading to Delwyn, talk to Rolana, and we might fight Wesnothians again. And we have now become outlaws because we're rebelling. So now you see why I called them a poacher, a trapper, an outlaw, a highwayman, because we've just done that new set of units. In any case, back to the journal. Been a strange few days. Had to leave Delbin real quick. We grabbed whatever we could in just today, some food, clothes, Sis' lucky bracelet, and made off for Delwyn as quick as these old bones would let me. 3-day journey. I sent a Harper ahead for Alana first, so we'd meet her usual hiding spot in the swamp. Whole mess be utter stupidness. How did it end up with the Wesnothians attacking? Blasted crowned. Well, I'm too old for this. In times like these, I wish everyone was still with us. Little sis was always the better of us, too. Well, she'd tell me to focus, and we're going to focus. And here we go. This is Rolana. Baldrus, you made it. Little Harper here told me all about what happened. I, Rolana, one of the Queen's patrols, strange as it sounds, itching to attack. We fought him off, and this is where we tie this in with the rest of history. They sent a messenger, the Queen's patrol, a couple days ago, demanding allegiance to Ashavir, and if you know the lore of this world, well, you know that Ashavir is bad news. Gerard's young bride or something. She's in charge now. We don't know why. That's not our business. Heirs to the throne will deal with how to resolve that issue. For now, though, they'll be coming. We need more information. We should talk to Ellen Safar, which is an independent state. Lord Maddock hopefully knows more. Well, all of Anavan is ruled by Ellen Safar. So regardless, we have a new problem. Now they're trying to figure out what to do, but they don't have a lot of information. Unfortunately, we have some people showing up. Goblin was only supposed to scout in the puny village, not fight. That was the goblin from 2 scenarios ago. And now we don't know why the queen hired some orcs. We don't need you here. Okay, so the queen is hiring orcs. And of course, we have a whole separate group that was also promised gold. And they've got a bit of an argument, but I am fighting both of them. So, zooming out for the map for a moment. Got a whole bunch of villages. Orcs this way. Saurians this way. Looking at the gold, I've got a clear advantage. Our enemies have a combined 220 gold. I nearly have that. I also have an ally. Looking at the villages, we start out with a combined 13 villages. Our opponent's just 7. And looking at the settings, they have no special bonus for income or gold per village. So this should go pretty smoothly. Now that said, I am going to steal some villages from Alana because I get an early finish bonus. She's not going to be coming along. Here, I'm going to head over this way. And I definitely want against the orcs to use the poachers if possible. The issue with the Saurians is that they do have good pierce resistance. Blade and impact are better. And if you look at my recruit list, there's no blade there. There's a tiny bit of blade there, but it's bad. There's impact. So I am going to help her out because, hey, I have way more gold than the orcs, but she has less gold than the Saurians. So I'm going to help her out with a couple of thugs. That said, who do I want to call back? Anyone here? There's nobody here I really want to bring back because I can recruit them for so much less. Anybody low XP I'm not going to bother with. Intelligent is essentially a disability in Wesnoth for campaigns over 5 scenarios long. These guys I'll keep around. I might need them at some point, but mainly I'm going to be pulling out some more poachers. And so that is the end of my turn. Now she's recruiting a bit. I do want to grab this village if I can. Harper is going to keep heading this way. My plan is to just have Harper go around this way, loop back, grab this on the way. That's a nice potion for her. It can give her 1 more hit point, which isn't anything special, but hey, I want her to be safe. Now, over here, we're going to head this way. Oh, wait, are you quick? How long will it take you to get there? 3 turns. I'll have the quick guy go grab that. Everyone else is heading this way. And now it is time for more gold spending. Maybe I want to bring back this guy. I think I do, just because he's resilient and strong and I like those traits. Let's see. I think I should have enough to tackle the orcs. Well, actually, I might recruit 1 more turn. Yeah. I know that I'm going to have the advantage because I'm good in forests, and there's lots of forests, but I think I want a few more units than this. He doesn't like the look of the water. It's fine. Nothing. I don't know why he doesn't like the look of the water. It's totally fine. Anyway, you can go here. You can start attacking. Ranged attacks melee, and the melee that stands in low defense is my favorite kind of melee to attack with ranged. Oh, are any of these guys strong resilient? You know... Oh, one of you. Yeah. I'll try and feed him some XP. And I think I want to go here. And let's get... I'll get 2 more. Let's see. The orcs have 9 units. I have 15. And 2 of mine are over here. 1 here and 1 here. So I'm going to have essentially 11 units against the orcs. Currently 9, which definitely seems like a winning strategy. Alright, now let's go over here. Against the Saurians, you pretty much just have to stand in the higher defense terrain because, well, there's no way to get them to not have high defense terrain. Although, I'm going to send 1 more thug over to help her out. I'm not quite sure she'll be okay by herself. Still, this should be enough. Oh, good job. I only managed to take out one of their... I think that was a level 2 unit they defeated. Alright. So, they do have ranged, but they're keeping them back. You have managed to step into a low defense spot, so I am going to take advantage of it. I don't like that situation very much, but I don't see an obvious thing to do about it. Now over here, you are expendable. You I want to level. You I can get some good hits in. Oh, I accidentally got the kill. Oh well. It's okay, I can get some kills. And everyone else is just going to form a line along the trees. And I prefer to force them to stay out of the trees. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. You can step up here. Is this a safe spot? I think it is. He has 57 hit points. If I put it here, only up to 2 orcs can attack him. I don't like the terrain, but I like everything else about that. Hey, and I got a kill. This guy and this guy are expendable. This guy's made it all the way over here, so I'll start sending him back to help out. And I think that's the end of my turn. Nice, another kill there. That's okay, that was one of my expendable guys. Definitely gonna attack here. I've got this guy coming in here. And this guy who's probably gonna come in here instead. Okay, yeah, and a new peasant trapper has just been recruited, so I feel okay about that. Now, let's solve this. I want to give XP to my strong resilient trapper, and this seems like a very good spot to do so. Although, I can go here because I'm about to block all that space up ahead. Now, I am chaotic, so where's my strong? You're the one I want to get the kill because you're strong and resilient. And I feel like you have a very good chance of getting that kill. Great. Now, these guys are expendable, although I would like to get that village, and I think... No, I'm going to do a little more fighting first. You're expendable. You're expendable. I don't really want to bother attacking the troll right now because he just regenerates so quickly. I want to wait until both of these guys can attack him. But this I like because I feel like... Oh, do I want to do this? No, I don't. I might do this, though. No, I'm just going to stay in the forest. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Honestly, what happens if I go here? No, I don't like that. I don't want this archer getting into the forest. Yeah, then I'll keep him out. At least he can't get in here. Okay, so I have this guy, and I'm definitely going to have... Oh, wow, I missed every single thing there. Still, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 levels. Yeah, that side looks like it's winning. We're going to go over here next. All right, so this... How do I want to wrap this up? I definitely would like to start doing some damage over here and claiming the villages, and this guy's expendable anyway. I want to grab this village because I do want to get those. I want to have you get this kill. What are the odds? Those are good odds. I like those odds. Now, I do want you to get this kill. Strong, resilient person gets the kill. This, if there's a kill, too bad. Oh wow, no damage. That was... Well, it wasn't a kill. Still, I think I can surround this troll, and nobody can get to me out here, unless they kill this guy, and I don't think they will. Yeah, my goal is to kill this troll specifically with this poacher. You're good here, you're good here, okay. Alright, and Harper, who normally would have 47 hit points, but thanks to being resilient has an extra 6. That would be 53, she just got up to 54. Now, let's just grab a village. Can I safely step here? That's 30 damage at most? 20 damage? Okay, yeah, I can. These 2 orcs literally cannot kill me in 1 turn. Now, how do I do this? If I go here, that is very likely to be a kill, so I won't do that. If I go here, it's about 50-50 chance. I think I will. Okay, nice. Now, can I get the kill? Darn it. Well, I'm getting the kill with the wrong unit. That is unfortunate, but I can't just wait for him to heal. He regenerates. In any case, I think that's good. Oh, I started out with these villages. That's why I didn't get them. The flag is a darker color, hard to see, but it is there. And this looks like it's going to wrap up nicely. I think I might have forgotten to fight against the Saurians. Anyway, we'll keep Harper on her collecting the village's journey. Now, let's remember these guys exist this time. I think that I do want to attack, even though this could easily lead to my death. The fact is, I'm in... yeah. This guy is fodder anyway. I don't plan to keep him. So I'm really just helping out my ally to make sure she wins. And I can start heading down here. I'm not going to send any of these troops back up. They just won't have time to get there. And oh, expendable guy got killed, but you... Aw, that's not what I wanted. Alright, expendable unit. Is it safe to be here? This guy does 24 damage at most. I have more than that. Perfectly safe. And here only one of them could attack, so that is also safe. He can get back to recruit, which I don't like, but he has 13 gold. Okay, so I'm going to deal with like one more grunt. Alright, so I don't want this guy breaking free. I can just grab this enemy village. You can head up here, just to be safe. You have an extremely valuable job, which is being a bait. Yeah, I think that I suspect the Saurians will like to attack this guy who has 1 hit point, and if they do so, they'll have to come out of the good terrain, which is a good use for a unit with 1 hit point left. Alright, now over here. You're strong resilient, so I want you to get this kill. Good. Now, I want... Baldrus already max level. You're strong intelligent. You're not the one I want to get the kill. Here, I'm not going to do that because that... Actually, no. Fine. If I get the kill, I get the kill and accidentally get a level 2 guy. But the much more likely thing happened, which is... yeah, blasted pink skins. That's a rude name orcs have for humans. And now I don't think any of those guys can actually be relevant over here. Yeah, I would take, just in case. I'll start sending them over. I don't think they will matter, but theoretically they might. Alright, you came out. I'm going to do some damage. He's on low defense, so I bet... Ooh. Do I actually want to get a kill here? I think that I do not. Because I'm looking at these guys close to leveling. I want my ally to be able to get them. Actually, no. They've already got a low hit point guy to go for. Everyone else can just sort of meander along back. Except... oh, hold on. Who is... do I have someone who can get there quickly? 4 turns, 4 turns, 4 turns, 4 turns. Okay, well... in that case, we'll just head here. Alright then. Ooh, can I get this kill? If I can... quick and strong, resilient, quick. You know what? I'll see if I can get it. And I did. And that's enemy village, so I will take it away. Wow, these guys might actually participate in the other side of the fighting. Harper might. But her job right now is grabbing villages. No need to risk her life. When you're up against skirmishers, I really... Yeah, I do not like to send valuable units close to skirmishers. They just slip through so many battle lines. That's why I have Harper on this very safe mission. And this guy, I'm actually going to give him some healing. Because there is a chance that he is about to end up leveling, and I do think there is value in having an extra level 2 unit. Alright. So, time to keep marching forward. Is it safe to go here? You could attack Harper. You cannot. Yeah, I feel okay with that. You're at basically full hit points. Alright, well, my big armor's coming in. I have plenty of turns left. Now, how do I want to do XP? I would like to get a kill for Harper if I can. You are absolutely expendable. Can I get this kill? Theoretically, yes, but I don't like... Well, hold on. How much damage could I take? That is 18 damage. That is 12, so 30 damage. Even if I take all 12, okay, I'm definitely not going to die from this. I didn't get the kill, but sometimes you don't get it. And... oh, you're just healing up. Okay, so... I've got a few people I'd like to give this kill to. Let's let you try first. Alright, got it. This was not part of the deal. Something's wrong here. And the orcs have gold in their pouches that looks new from the mint, which is a little weird, but hey, they've been hired. And now I think your mission to Lord Maddock just became even more urgent. We need to know the Queen's motives. Nonetheless, at this point, we know that whatever change of leadership has happened far, far away involves now hiring orcs, which is not a good sign. Maddock, I'll be coming to report. I am already aware of your altercation in Dalbin, Baldrus. Your descent was not wise. Descent? Maddock, I'm not trusting those strange riders who show up out of nowhere claiming to be from the Queen. Seems like a bunch of pig dirt to me. That was partially my fault, since I was not able to send a messenger to you in time. I shall have to inform you now. 5 weeks ago, at the ford of Abez, Queen Ashavir's men allied themselves with the northern orcs and betrayed King Gerard II. Since Prince Eldred died in the battle, we know that was by Delphador's hand, the Queen took the throne and has been consolidating her power. Part of that has been bringing the elders from the local villages here, forcing them to swear allegiance to her. That was the purpose of that patrol. Annam province be ruled by Elensafar. We has no duty to Weldon. You do now. I do not really need to tell you what will happen should you refuse Her Majesty's offer. Grow a spine, Maddock. If they come to you and make you swear fealty to this Ashavir, would you really give up that easily? Well, they do not come within the walls of my city. There is a large garrison south at the great fortress of Halstead, but even should they mobilize all their troops, I doubt they could take Elensafar. It is true that for now the majority of my forces are still returning from the Battle of Abez, but unless we are attacked within the next few days, I shall be able to hold the city. And what's about us? Throw us like dogs to those Wesnothians? We have an uneasy peace to maintain. The treaty between Elensafar and Wesnoth is ancient, and I do not think Her Majesty means to break it. At the same time, I have some concessions that I shall have to make. I cannot afford a war with Weldon, as you can surely understand. But we can't do nothing. The Queen even be sending them beast orcs against us. That's how evil she is. Surely you can't stand for this. Yes, I am aware of Queen Ashavir's propensity for hiring orcs to supplement her forces. That does not mean I could do anything about it, even if I were so inclined. The best advice I can give you is to just apologize. Even if they may want your head, Baldrus, you still have the chance to preserve your village. Think of the bigger picture. The bigger picture of you idly sitting here waiting till the Wesnothians come to take the city right from your hands. I very much doubt they would be bold enough to attack us outright. Head out of your Bahan, Maddock. Open your eyes. Look south and tell me that again. Well, there's an invading army. Something's not right. No time to ponder. Alright then, we have to deal with an enemy. I have more gold than my opponent. Looking at the settings, again, no special boost to income, so, especially given the help of my ally, this should be easy. I am going to be... Oh, is that a... Oh, no, there's nothing there. I am going to be taking his villages because I think I can use them better than he can. Including, I will have one footpad to head north. Recalling, who do I want to recall? Now for this, I don't yet see his recalls, but I do know that I'm going to want poachers and also thugs. So I'm going to get that. That said, I might want to slow my recruits and recalls just a bit, just so that I can save a bit of gold. All right. Now, Harper can go here. You'll be going there. I'm going to step back here and grab a few more. Actually, I'll let Harper get the ones down here, and I'll let this footpad loop all around and get all of those. Harper will head here next, and soon all the villages will be mine. But I do want to look here. Now, these guys basically require me to use thugs, though there is a bit of a perk that will make them easier to deal with. Nonetheless, I definitely want my resilient strong bandit again. And oh right, sorry, I was looking for my strong resilient trapper, but they were recalled for me. But the poacher, he can definitely level soon. And I think I'm just gonna get another poacher. After this, though, I definitely gonna want some thugs. Trying to negotiate, but this soldier is not speaking, which is a little bit strange. You're going to go here next. You're going to go here next. You're going to head up here. Now, my basic plan is just use this obvious defensive position to hold them off for a little bit and whittle their numbers against the from this defensive position. I am going to get some thugs. And at this point, my opponent has 14 units. My ally and I combined have 16, but they're not out of gold yet. So I am... Oh, right. He still has a bunch of these, a bunch of villages here, here, here. Not for long, though. So I'm not done recruiting. I am done recruiting from here. I think... Do I want one of these guys? I don't like the traits. So no, intelligent. Yes, I want to dismiss the intelligent one. He did not accidentally level. I'll keep this guy around. He's probably worthwhile. In fact, I think I'm actually going to recall him. He can probably level soon. And now it is now I outnumber my opponent. I like this setup much better. Do I want to bring this guy back? I don't love the quick and strong pairing of traits, but he could be useful. Okay, and I think that's everything I'm going to need. I have as many units as my opponent. He's going to be able to recruit a few more, but I have an ally helping. And again, great defensive position. And then the sun sets. And this is where it turns out, by night, these are undead. So that's going to change a few things. For example, it's going to change the fact that this unit, which was the heavy infantry, is now a lot easier to take out, actually, because I can actually use a bunch of ranged attacks. Now, still, my plan remains use the defensive position, because I don't really want to take needless risks. However, and Lord Maddock has moved back. I am fine with that. I am completely fine with that. And you can just start moving towards your next destination. Harper, I will see if I can sneak down this side while my opponent is distracted. But here you can still see equal numbers to my opponent, and anyone my ally manages to kill is just a free bonus. Yeah, the main thing that makes it tough is that all times of day are bad for me at this point. Just because, well, by night my opponents have chaotic units, by the day they have lawful ones. Still, let's just bring the pile of thugs down here. And you are expendable, you are expendable. Nobody can reach Harper here yet, so I'm okay with that. But I'm about to have the actual fight. Alright, nearly done. They're about to advance, and I just need to make sure that every person they have to attack is someone I do not mind losing or someone I'm not going to lose. I think I'm okay with them stepping on here. This skeleton can get here, but if they do, they're going to take a lot of damage. Oh, there's a mage. He can get magi. Cool. Still can get here. All right. Oh, hey, that guy accidentally got a kill. All right, sun is up, which means let's get you back for some healing. Now, I want to level this guy if I can, so I'm going to start with this swing. And now that should be enough to finish you off. Nice. Melee attacks ranged. Ranged attacks melee. My ally can hold that line for a little bit of time. But Harper, you're going to have to get out of there. Sorry. I do not like how many units are coming over there. She'll obviously survive the one attack from this one guy, but after that, we're just going to move back. Next up, you are going to go here. I think that's the last easy northern village to grab. Although, actually, no. I'm going to go here first. Some buried treasure. Hey, I just got an extra 33 gold. I'm not going to be using it now, but hey, carryover is nice. And I think that is as much as I want to do right now. You can attack here, which would hurt, but you're going to level soon. Yeah, I'm gonna... Actually, I'll step here, just so that if this archer has to come forward, he's not going to be able to stand on the pier. Alright, Harper, you get back where you can heal. However, this way is much more open. So looking at this, I still have 14 units, no losses, and my opponent is down to 9. And one of them has just conveniently come right here for an easy kill. I will soften you up. Not as much as I'd hoped, but okay. And I get that kill. And now I do want you to get some healing. I mean, I know he'll heal when he levels, but I don't want to rely on that too much. And since basically nobody else is around, this is perfectly fine. Well, actually, no, here. You are also expendable. Oh, wow, nothing. Okay. Well then, I guess I will do this with this guy? Wow, that is very unlikely. This turn, that was the 0.5th percentile of dealing damage, and somehow this bowman survived. Although... yeah, no, I'll be here. If this bowman steps here and attacks, I'll just get the kill, so it's actually a safe spot. Here I can step forward. Here I can step forward. And you're still healing, you're still healing. That guy wants to approach, he'll get taken out. Oh, okay, he did want to approach. Cool. Well then, you can just go and gain health. You are completely expendable, and I would be happy to have you bait everyone to where I want them to be. Now, you I do want to take out, but I prefer to do it with ranged. You didn't get the kill, but you're strong and resilient. I want you to get the kill. Yeah, he's low on hit points, but he'll have time to heal. Oh, that guy is approaching. Yeah, let's keep him out of there. And just in case, I think those two can defeat the cavalrymen, but I'm going to send this poacher over just to be on the safe side. Anyway, my opponent is down to 7 units. I've lost the one, but I'm not too worried. Regardless, I think that I can safely start advancing. Baldrus can take the lead. He's got his nearly all of his hit points. And it's nighttime, which actually works out nicely for me because these guys have an impact resistance of 10% instead of the whatever the cavalry have, which I think is 40. I think, I think I can get this kill. Well, maybe not. Well, I can get it next turn, but I am no longer needing to send this poacher over. Here I should be able to handle this very easily because skeletons are vulnerable to impact damage. Who do I want to get this kill? You can soften him up. Or not. Okay. You can probably get this kill. Okay. You can just get some healing in a village. And I don't feel the need to head over there because I'm about to have the spare mobile units to head down that direction. I think, though, you are going to sit there for some healing while you come in from over here. Someone's getting poisoned. It's probably Baldrus, but there's not much I can do about that. Yep, Baldrus. Worst of all, though, Baldrus got the kill. All right. Oh, hey. Nice. Harper got the kill. She is getting close to level 3. Good for her. Now, I would like to... Let's start here. Now, you are resilient strong. I want you to get this kill. You can do some good damage. You're quick and strong, so I'll send you first here. I think you can finish this guy off. And this seems like a very safe maneuver. Wasted XP a bit, but definitely safe. And this is an enemy village, so I'm claiming the villages. Oh, I have only 7 turns left, so I need to get a move on. I would have liked to hang back a little longer, but oh well. Alright, so you can just start whacking away. I am no longer trying to be picky about who gets the XP. I just want to hurry up, and that is an enemy village, so I do want to take it away. It means my opponent recruits less, and he's down to 6 villages. Wait, there's a village nobody has, because that adds up to 22. Oh, it's that one, out in the water. Yeah, I can see why. Moving up, Baldrus, he has 33 hit points, which I don't love for if I'm going to let him hold back a bit longer. I should be able to finish off 2 units without my leader. I outnumber him. Alright, well, you are ranged, melee attacks ranged. And who is expendable? You are expendable. Let's see if you can bait him out. You, I would rather get some healing. You, I'm going to put in the safety of the forest. I don't want... I want this guy to level. And I've got... Oh, I think I have enough time. Still, this is... I'm still going to go grab some more villages. And Harper, you can come in here. Ooh, Harper could also get the kill. That would be good too. Nice, he's coming out. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I definitely want to make sure he never gets back to his keep. And they're going to have to deal 56 damage to get there. You, I am perfectly fine with using as a sacrifice. You, I don't want to use you as a sacrifice. Let's just start doing some ranged damage versus the melees. I am okay with you being... Can you die from that? Theoretically, yes. So I'm not going to put you in that position. Alright, you can safely go here, and he can grab a village next turn. I do have these guys being lower hit points. I don't want to have any of my higher levels get taken out. 53 hit points. Oh, wait, just a bit longer. I think I'm going to defeat him by night. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'll get here next. I might lose this guy, but I'm not going to lose anyone I really care about. Okay, nice. Now you are here to soften up this target. You are here to actually get XP because you have the traits I want and are level 2. Grabbing a village, some more ranged damage. You are absolutely an acceptable candidate for sacrifice. Is it safe to do this? I don't think it is. Because that... Yeah, no, I don't want Harper to be in danger yet. Once the sun starts setting, it'll be a lot safer to do that. Anyway, there's just 2 villages I still don't have. Which are the 2? Oh, nobody got that one? Oh, I must have lost track of it. Yeah, Harper can get it. And let's get you here. Yeah, okay, so he's not a huge danger right now, but I'm going to take advantage of healing. Alright, oh, someone left some supplies. A little extra nugget of gold. Alright, so now that he is undead mode, he's very vulnerable to impact. And I would like this guy to dish out some impact. He died, but that is okay. He is expected collateral damage. Can I give this guy the kill? Not likely yet. But can I safely attack here? That is not safe. Is this safe? Yes, I cannot get killed by that. Will I take him out? Probably. Yeah, that's the trouble. I don't want to kill him directly. I want to take him out with this guy for the XP. Oh, I shouldn't have set Harper over there. Wait, can I still... No, I can't. I didn't attack. Alright, well, I am just going to have to hope that I miss a fair bit. Oh, I didn't. And so, that is wiping out the Death Knight. They were soldiers of Prince Eldred, and the prince was slain by Delphador, and some of us became undead, apparently. Well, that's the price of treachery. We helped defend your city. Will you help us now? And here's the issue. He's not ready to speak openly against her. He doesn't trust the queen or her tactics. I mean, she's now working with undead and orcs, which is not a great sign. And he has a suggestion. Southeast of here in Carson, there's assistance from a contact. Their methods should be better suited, so as for protection, I can't offer you protection, but maybe some roads will be closed to delay them. That's the most he can do. Which I kind of understand. He's a little bit being scared, but also he doesn't want to die and he doesn't want his city to be wiped out. Anyway, no use staying and arguing. Time to get moving. And so that is complete. Overall, slightly worse than average luck, but not notable. Overall, I am taking a bit more than would be expected this campaign, but again, not substantially more. Been a tough few days since we left El Safar, and with all the patrols running around, going by the Great River, we're avoiding them, but on the lookout. only I was younger. Anyway, sent a message back to Rolana. She's the one we worked with in the third scenario. Should be in Delwyn already. Will be arriving in Carson. There, the coward Maddock said his contact be. Well, we'll see how that goes. In any case, now it is going to be hide and seek. We're pursued by riders patrolling the road, arriving by boat. Is that Carson in the distance? Not since I was a young lad did I come this far south. Looks impressive, but city life weren't something he wanted. Now, we need their help. Hopefully there's someone we can meet right on time. If you were one of my queries, your throat would be slit by now. That's how you can trust me, which is not a very good line. Also, he's level 1. No, I wouldn't. Anyway, you're in imminent danger. A week ago, a crown sent a contingent of heavy infantry here to supervise the city. They're patrolling the streets and forests for us. And so, essentially, have to get through the forest. Here is the way this works. If I start moving forward, yeah, okay. So I can see some guards, and in general, I want to avoid them. However, this guy's level 3. That's worth 24 XP. Harper would gain a level from that fight. So I would hope... And, ooh, that is 48 plus 16 would not be enough to level. My goal is to be able to gain a level from the fight. This is tricky to set up. And hopefully I can lose them, because as long as I'm not somewhere they can see, I'm not directly in danger. But I want to get this kill, and I think I can. Okay, and now can I get the kill? Yes. And that was what I wanted. Now the rest of this I'm going to play much more safely, because, let's face it, that is not a fight I want to repeat. But I have way better mobility than them, and if they don't see me, they aren't going to attack. I'm using Command V constantly to just see where I can go and when. Or where my enemies can go. And as long as I don't step next to the highlighted area, I will be perfectly safe. And because the range of vision is based on where Harper can move, I can see where it's safe to go. Now my goal is to get all the way to here. So if I cannot slip around this way, I'm going to have to go to the right. And so far, this seems to be the safer path. So I'm going this way. And I think I'm just going to head here and loop around the long way. I have plenty of turns. And, oh, no, maybe not that way. All right, this I actually can get through. The reason is that it is okay. Oh, maybe I can. It would be okay to stand here. And it's okay to stand here, because they cannot see me yet. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there is a path forward. So I'm going to stand here. None of them can see me. And none of them can see me here. And I would love to get some healing. Is that a thing I can get? Maybe. No, I'm not going to risk it. They might discover that a village has been taken. All right, here we go. And once again, there's a path here. Harper goes first to C. And I don't think they can see the water because their vision is based on their range of movement. All right. And if I just go down this narrow little corridor, they cannot see me. And I should be safe. And I don't actually need any XP because these guys are both maximum level. Oh, I have to get Baldrus there, sure. And now, just for fun, I'll get a teeny bit of XP. Not that it makes any substantial difference, but there's literally no risk in doing so. Alright, made it through. Now it's time to meet these mysterious potential benefactors. The sun don't really shine down in these grey woods, but truth be told, I've been getting used to it more and more. Lounging out in warm daylight, talking with Erwin while watching them kids play out in the fields, those were so long ago. Well, things get difficult. Now, I'm going to skim past this part, but of course, Harper is the enthusiastic one. Baldrus is very much feeling the weight of his responsibilities. And here we have a negotiation with Helicrom, the leader. Now, there's a lot of reading. You can slow down if you want to look at it, but essentially, Helicrom is part of a group of people who study necromancy, but not the raising of undead, just the magical part, and try to avoid falling into corruption. They definitely are hunted by the crown. They would love to weaken the crown, and they're willing to make a trade. They want us to help them take out Halstead, which would damage the Wesnoth position in these lands. But first, we need to stop reinforcements from getting there. So here's the basic plan. I need to take out the patrols, one of them is already here, without being seen. And something I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn on delay shroud updates, which is going to be very important for something that happens soon. Now, in this case, I theoretically have gold for enemies, but this doesn't actually make all that much difference because they don't recruit or recall. The thing that is a bit interesting is this objectives. They say no early finish bonus. That's not true. There is an early finish bonus. They say 40% of gold carried over to the next scenario. That is partly true. I am going to be playing both of these sides here. Baldrus has an early finish bonus. Helicrom doesn't. So I'm going to be giving Baldrus all of the villages that I can. Now, something it warns is any patrol unit survive or any allied unit is sighted by the outpost guards, meaning if the guards here see one of my units. So now I'm going to go directly towards them where they could potentially see me, which seems like a terrible plan, but there is a special ability Harper has. Fugitives have the power of concealment. Enemies can't see it while it's in a village. I will be exploiting that. As for units here, I definitely want to bring back my strong, resilient trappers. I will be bringing back a highwayman. I definitely want a footpad or two to go and get some distant villages. And bandits, who do I want here? You are strong and resilient, but you are a thug, which is worse for this scenario. I'll bring it back. I just want some heavy hitters. Now, there's stuff to explore here. I am not going to be bothering with it. Here is where I have the chance to start building up my group here. Now, I can recruit these guys, and the main plan is I'm going to get a rogue mage. Yeah, I'm just going to get 3 rogue mages. The reason is that I am just going to recruit once and then go forward. By the way, there's a sword here. If Helicrom goes and gets it, he can do a little bit more melee damage. I'm not going to bother. Now, Harper is going to continue heading this way. And her next turn will be getting this village. Here, I'm going to have a footpad. Are you quick? You're quick. I'd rather have the quick one go further back. There's an owned village. Oh, wait, hold on. I already own those villages. I don't need to go that way. I'm being silly. Oh, well. Going in the other direction. Now, the first group of enemy units is a bit trickier to deal with because they've already started and they'll be coming up the road. But the key to this scenario is the fact that they keep trying to trudge along their original path. And they'll do that even in the event that they're getting attacked, as long as I don't technically get in their way. So, you can see these guys here. and I'm going to be out of their way, but I'm still going to be attacking them. And they have no ranged attacks because they are heavy infantry. All right, so there is going to be some attacking here very soon. I will address that in a moment. For now, I can see one of those guys, and I can see his range of vision. You're going to go here. There are no villages over there, so you're going to go here. And ultimately, my poachers are going to be heading this way. Essentially, any chance I get, I'm going to move kind of towards their arrival point so they have more and more time to harry them as they move along. Now, this is where the key begins. First, I'm going to move here for the leadership, and I'm going to start attacking from the back. It's an ambush. They're going to try to run away, and I am going to let them do their running. This guy can get this far, and I'm going to let him. You can go there, here, here, here. Yeah. They are free to run away from me and not hurt my troops. And they do. Now, I do need to block them up front because I can't have them getting away. But here is the very tricky step to do. I have to avoid Harper stepping here. Now, if I were to step here, or even at any point, I would immediately be spotted. This is not like hide and seek, where I can move around freely. Any moment I step next to one of their line of sights, I instantly lose the scenario, which is a little bit nerve-wracking, but there are ways to do it safely. All right. Now, I want to bring these guys further here, where they will be able to start harrying from behind. And you can step here and here and here. This is, by the way, a basically nighttime scenario, so I'm going to have lots of damage buffs, thanks to being chaotic against lawful. Even still, there are many ways to have this go wrong. Now, do I have any particular people I want to level? I prefer resilient guys, and I don't have these guys for long, so I'd rather give the XP to someone intelligent, because for them, this is a 2-scenario campaign. And in a 2-scenario campaign, intelligence is not a disability. Intelligent is the most overpowered option you have. This guy, hopefully I can get him to level. And now we're going to come around here. And since I'm attacking them from behind, they're still going to want to move forward. Meanwhile, I will step back here and get ready for the next group of patrols to arrive. All right, he will be getting out of the way shortly, of course. But for now, you guys can reliably take care of some in the back, but I'm going to have to do some less safe fighting. Although, first, let me address this. Let's see here. I'm definitely not going that way. Now. So I can see the full range of vision now. They cannot see me. I'm just grabbing the village. Okay. Now it is time to form a battle line. You are strong. You're strong. I basically want them to end up attacking me in the most disadvantageous for them terrain. And you are quick and resilient. Just going to start adding a little bit of damage. But for the most part, I'm going to start heading this way. Okay. That's good for now. And now it's time to attack from behind. Here, I can attack freely. He's going to go away. Here, I want to attack further back. This could be a kill directly, which I actually would rather give to somebody else. Oh, well, that did not go well. Okay. That also... Oh, well, I guess I'll at least give the leadership boost since I can't directly attack. And here we're gonna... All right. So I have actually still not taken damage this scenario, though that is definitely about to change. What? Why are they not rushing away? I thought they would just... Okay, that is annoying. I'm not sure why. Anyway, so over here, this is as close as I can get right now, and you just keep grabbing villages. Now here, I want to give you the kill. Can I do that? I think that I can. I will take some damage along the way. But if I just start plinking away, he's at 26 now. There, now he's one shot. And I can heal by leveling. Okay. And now it's time to start moving these guys over. I will actually be grabbing these villages now because I want the gold and I have a lot of turns left. I was very surprised that I actually lost a unit down there. I thought he would not be attacked. In any case, I'm just out of their range, which is where I want to be. And Maldrus can basically just stay over here. Now, I don't want to stand where I can be attacked. Essentially, I'm going to try to move that way and start letting them go forward. And I want to let them through and attack from the back, as before. Now, here is where delay shroud updates is crucial. Because looking at their movement, the moment I step here, it's over. But if I move directly through, I now have concealment, and they can't see me. The reason why I had to use delay shroud updates was that I would have had this guy get revealed, have my movement stopped, and then stopped on a hex that causes me to lose the scenario. A bit odd, but that's the way it's programmed. Anyway, so now these guys are coming in. I definitely would like to attack melee with ranged. I'm going to have to leave some space open. And we're just going to keep going that way and this way. Essentially, whenever I'm not fighting, I just want to move in the southeast direction. You're going to be getting more villages shortly. And I think then I've got 30, so those are my last 2 villages to get. You can head over here to get some healing. And you can be ready for the brunt of the attack. Not there. All right. Now, I definitely want to get out of the way. I want to give them this big open space to advance. I am not looking to attack substantially here. Although, do I want to take this attack? Maybe. Because if I go here, this guy can still advance, he can advance. I think I am. I think I want to give him a little bit more progress towards leveling. Somebody can definitely take him out next turn. But yeah, I definitely want to give them a way through. Found some old coins, a little extra gold. Now here, he still doesn't see me because I'm hiding in a village with my concealment. I'm not totally sure how it works like that, but that is how it works. Anyway, now at this point, I haven't lost anyone yet, though definitely haven't had the best luck. How do I want to do this? I definitely want to kill this guy, but with whom? Probably you. Now, I want to soften you up with some expendable units. Yeah. Oh, you're resilient strong. I want to keep you. You're not expendable. You... Hmm. Oh, you're expendable. Alright, so I might want to recruit a little bit more, because I do have a good chunk of gold. Although, no, I'm not going to. I already have all the villages, and still that's not enough to cover my upkeep. So I'm just going to work with this. If I actually start losing a lot of units, then I will recruit more. But for now, this seems like the way to go. Can we get the kill here? Yes. Can I get this to land? So far, so good. Can I get this land? That looks good. And you need some healing, but you're probably not going to get it in the near future. I'm going to have these guys move down here to get ready for the next wave. I'm sure I can finish off these last 3 units with everything I have here. Expendable unit was expended. Harper can still stay here. I do want to take out the lieutenant so he doesn't take the village back, but that part will not be too hard, because I have the healing that he does not. Now, you are ranged, which means I want to attack you with melee. You are mix of ranged and melee. This guy is low. Ooh, I can level. This is not going to kill. But this almost certainly will. What are my odds? 82% versus also 82%. It's the same either way. Although you're strong and resilient. Okay. And I have a ranger. Notice how a bunch of fog disappeared? That's because rangers move very, very quickly. Other than that, I have the one spearman. He can do 18 damage max. You can kill this person who is expendable, but not the person who's not expendable. That said, you are melee, so I'm going to attack you with ranged. Do I want to attack here? He's the only unit here, so if I get the kill, that's fine. I have 16 XP. If not, then this is the obvious target for the next attack. And you're staying back, and you're staying there, and you will spend one more turn healing. Now, who is getting that kill? I would like to give it to you. There we go. If I can feed this guy one more kill, he's gonna level. I think Helicrom might need some healing. I don't want, because I do lose if he dies, so I'm just gonna give up one of my villages in order to get him healed up. It will mean losing his leadership bonus, which I do not like, but right now things seem pretty clear. He's wondering if something happened to the platoons of troops. Yep, and again, still can't see me. I have concealment. Can't see the person killing him, which is a little bit amusing, but that's how it is. Now, for healing, you do not need healing. You definitely need healing. You need some healing. You don't need healing. You could use some healing. Where? Oh, you don't need any healing. Straight line. You could use a little healing. Do I have a good place for you to get healed? Honestly, not really. I mean, I guess you could go all the way over there. Eh, he's quick. He'll be back. And you can just sit there because you're fodder. All right, let's get way down into this position here. There we go. Whoever shows up is going to be vulnerable. You are going to stay out of the way until you have an easy way to get a kill against a level 2 unit. All right, doesn't something feel weird? Are you afraid of ghosts? Well, Not of ghosts, but we have a few things concerning. Now, I definitely want to stay out of the way of any attacks that could... Yeah, I do not want to become a target. And I need to make sure they can advance freely, because I lost somebody before because I don't know, maybe I messed up my positioning. You cannot get attacked there, you cannot get attacked there. Oh yeah, it is now morning. So daytime is going to be a bit tougher, but it won't last all that long. You can stay here, actually. You have a little bit more healing to do. You can advance down here. And you're fully healed, so you're coming back into the fray. I think that's all I want to do with those folks. Now, I definitely want to go back here. You can go here. Now, where can you go? You can go here. Everybody has freedom to move forward on their intended trek. All right, now let's finish off this guy. And they still haven't seen me. Oh, video game logic. I am concealed. Now, it's time to start racking up some damage here, but not in a way that prevents them from advancing. So we're good to go here. We're good to go here. I can't step forward here because if I did go here, look at this, there's zone of control locked. So I'm going to instead step here and give them space to advance. And I think that is all that I want to do there. You have room, you have room, you have room. They've all got room to go forward. Other than that, we're good here. Okay, okay, and that is fine. That is fine. Now it's time to strike from behind. And I don't want to stop him from fleeing. Yeah, he can still go forward. They can all still move forward, so they shouldn't attack me at all. Oh, look! Another unit has discovered me. But he doesn't see me. He still does not see me. Okay, now back to here. I think I would let... Now, you are a bit of a throwaway. But you are... Oh, you're also a bit of a throwaway. And I think I am I am confident I'm going to take out this shock trooper. Oh, I messed up. That was a level 2 guy who I could have killed with him and gotten him to level and thus heal. That was misplayed. Okay. Sometimes you misplay. Now I am going to step over here because I don't want to deal with this guy just yet. I do have a few more turns of daytime, but I would much rather not have to deal with him with his melee with my trapper. Now, you're still healing, which is annoying, but one more turn you'll be fully healed. So, you are strong and resilient. Let's get you some leadership bonus so you have a chance at this kill. No? Okay. Let's get you some leadership bonus so you actually get the kill and you can get this kill. So 3 people are free, 1 of them is stuck. And I'm just going to keep standing there because nobody's going to come over to that guy. All right. Now it is daytime, which I do not love. But still have concealment. And now Harper will be able to, because this guy is not close enough to find the village, Harper will be able to safely get out of there, and they never know anybody was there. All right. Now for the tricky part, because this guy can genuinely do a lot of damage. I am going to give him a little bit of room to move forward. He's probably going to be attacking Baldrus. 71 hit points. Baldrus will survive. We're going to start bringing you back in and you back in. They've had some time to heal. This, I think I want to just straight up make this attack. No, that's such terrible terrain. I want to set up this guy as a kill for this guy. And I think that I can... No, no, that's not going to work. This guy, I'm a little bit more okay with him taking damage, just because of the fact that he can move to healing locations a lot quicker, because rangers have such great mobility. And here, I'll just... Actually, no. I'll head down here to start getting ready for the next wave. Now, let's see. You are both on the path to leveling. We're definitely not using the short sword. I have no idea why I would select that. Okay. You are now fully healed. And already you need more healing, but that's how it goes. You... Yeah, that should be okay. And... Oh, wait, how in the world do I have gold right now? For Helicron, when did I get gold? I thought I spent all of it. Maybe I should go back and get some more guys. Okay. Alright then. So, you are strong and resilient, which means I'd love for you to get a kill. What are my odds here? I like those odds. Yeah, I'm willing to take that gamble. Okay, paid off. Now, I do still have to fight him by day. And I think you're going to go back to where you can get healing. You don't actually need healing. These guys are both level 2. I'm going to need the ranger's extra firepower here. This guy can't attack me from a non-flat tile, which is good. But no, I really need to do the extra damage. I don't want to do that. That is wrong terrain. Yeah, this guy's fully healed, so we can come in and swap out with whoever gets injured. Oh, and Harper. Harper can finally get... Oh, let's be very careful where I go. All right. Harper is finally clear, and I have all the villages. 14 for one of my sides, 1 for the other. And I think I'm just going to start moving back here. Injured or not, that guy can do some rear attacks. Same deal here. And I'm just going to have him stand there. Now, I do not want to lose Helicron. I lose the scenario if he dies, so I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to stay over here, and I will find a chance for these guys to level later. I trust my guys in the front to handle that. Okay. Now, for this, I definitely would like to attack him with ranged, because I don't take damage for doing that. Obviously, I do still have the problem where he's very resistant. He has a 40% pierce resistance, which I do not like, and it's an unfavorable time of day. But unfortunately, that's too bad. Ooh. There we go. And this guy is going to run off and get some healing because he goes full speed in forests. And unfortunately, I might be about to lose one of these level 2 units. I didn't want to, but sometimes things don't go as planned. Meanwhile, time to start scooting back down here. And nobody here can get in there to save him. All right. And now, actually, I'll just go down here, and Nobody else needs to move, so they can stand there for their healing. Oh, he did not attack. Oh, I am so glad to see that. All right. Now I should be able to finish him off right now. You are quick and resilient. Okay. And I guess you'll get the kill then. Well, he had first strike, so we gotta hit in. But down here... Let's get out of the way. Same thing as before. Fortunately, the sun is setting, which is going to be very good for me because, let's see, you guys can all escape. Yep. Now I'm going back to the time of day that is favorable to me. And this time I will try not to miss the chance to give this guy a full heal for leveling. That said, Helicrom, I think, is going to move back a bit. Maybe he can recruit a little bit more. His gold is not carried over, so it's okay if he goes bankrupt. All right. And Harper is finally getting to join the main fight. These guys, I can safely attack here. All right. I want you to get some healing. And that is a safe village for healing. Although, yeah, no, I want him to be able to gain a level. Baldrus is going to have to go get some healing. He can get over here. By the time he gets there, this guy will have had enough healing to return to the fight. Okay. You are going to step out of the way, giving them a nice clear path to advance and not attack me. No, let's play it safe. And you are going to step a little further away. All right. And I have enough for one more rogue mage. That's it. Hey, it's something. Okay then. Nothing too problematic here. Let's get some quick XP. You have... I don't like those odds. I would prefer to get the kill with the poacher, and it looks like I can. Good, good. Now these guys can get to all those spots. Excellent. So I'm not taking away any locations for them to attack. Now, this is the target. I'm going to step here. Oh, that was just a dumb move on my part. Still, I should be able to get that kill. Maybe not this turn, but I'll still get it. Harper is getting back in the game. And who do I have left to move? You are healing, you are resting, you are... you can get a little bit closer. Now, you can head up here. You can head up here. And what are my chances here? Nope, don't like that. But what I can do is I can head down here, and this guy will be safe over here. I don't think anyone will go into the woods to attack him there. Let's get back to your healing, Helicrom, who will never recruit again. That's okay. Oh, that guy was resilient strong. Oh, my bad. Okay, nonetheless, let's see. You're quick resilient. Either level or I make a very easy kill for someone else. Oh, I leveled. Now here, I can hopefully get the poacher a new level. Nice. Oh man, my expenses are going up because I keep leveling these guys. Maybe I should deliberately expend some fodder to save gold. I probably don't need to. In any case, Harper... do I want to attack here? I don't... I think that I do. And you are still needing healing. You're still needing healing. Wow, everyone's going off to get healing. For what I could do with one healer. Now, you are resilient and strong, but you only have 8 XP, so I actually am going to let you get expended. I have enough of those guys anyway. They're coming back in. I gotta save on my employee expenses, and you don't have to pay them after they die. That sounded horrible. Anyway, you can... Alright, this should be a chance to level. Nice. You are going to need some healing. You can attack by blade, and this can level. So 29 plus 16 is 45, which means I do level. Nice. And, oh wait, is there someone else who can move in? Nope, nobody else. Okay. And everything is all clear. Nice. All right, final group. You will get one more turn to heal before Baldrus gets his healing. This ranger is going to get one more turn to heal. I want to be able to see them. Okay. So one thing very tricky is that there's several skirmishers here. That kind of makes this both easier and harder, because they can rush past me wherever I am, which means that I don't need to worry about accidentally locking them in somewhere, but it also means that the final line is going to be crucial. And this back here is my final line. These 5, who should all coalesce right around when these are arriving. Now you just need some healing. Hopefully I can find you a kill, if not too bad. And I want to advance to where... this time I wasn't there ready when waiting for them. Which, well, it happens. Alright, so I am almost certainly going to have some losses coming up soon, because these are levels 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. So, yeah, a bit of a tougher force than what I've been facing so far. That said, I still would like to try to divide them up if I can. Now, this guy is definitely expendable. This guy is definitely expendable. Still ranged attacks melee, ranged attacks, melee attacks ranged. And you are going to be the sacrifice, because I think this footpad will be a very tempting target. This guy, I'm going to just step further back. I'm not ready for him quite yet. My ranger is fully healed, which is great. That guy's not yet fully healed. But he could potentially fully heal if he lands a kill against the level 3 Master at Arms. In any case, what I believe is... Oh, I messed up. I didn't have Harper go to a good spot. Oh well. It's probably fine. I hope it's fine. Now, Helicrom is going to be advancing. I would rather play it safe. Let's get the leadership bonus. You are still healing. I don't want to sacrifice either of these guys. But I might need to. Okay, so the skirmishers should go way ahead. The others should all get stuck, so at least I'm splitting up their forces. Okay. They are a lot more willing to go off the trail. Maybe it's because I locked up some of the guys in the back. This guy is full speed ahead, which means I absolutely do not want him in favorable terrain. So we're going to go literally right here. He now loses the ability to reach good terrain. Yeah. All of those locations are terrible for him, and I'm bringing everyone here to make sure I can take him down. Now, back here, at this point, I still have most of my fodder. Uh, Harper can get a kill, would be nice. Ooh, if I get the kill, I get the level. Nice. Same deal applies here, though that's a bit trickier to get. Let's say I would like this guy to get a kill somehow. But the guy... This is a duelist in a forest. He has 70% terrain defense. I'm just going to stick with the guys I can hit. And the footpads are still my expendables. I think I'm not going to have that guy move or that guy. Do I want to attack? I think I do. I really just have to make sure he takes enough damage because if he gets through, then I lose. Now, I am going to do some damage in the chase. Obviously, he's not going to stay behind to attack. Well, okay. If the Master at Arms stays behind to attack him, then great. Good for me. Hopefully, I get that lucky. That said, who do I want to go after? I definitely want to take out this guy. I would like to use the leader. I don't want to risk Helicron, but I am going to put him close enough for a leadership bonus. And that means there's just 3 of them left. Helicron, you are going to stay where it's safe. And I don't think there's any way these guys are getting to him. Okay, so now this is where everything has to come together. I would love to be able to completely surround him, but I cannot quite do that. Although you can. Well, let's just see if he survives. Managed first. Can I get that kill? Nope. Can I get this kill? Yes. Okay. Whew. That was my one real concern. So now that that's done, let's get the footpads back to being expended like they were supposed to. How have these footpads survived this long? I was not planning for them to be alive at this point. They were going to be my sacrifices. Alright, and now I just need to take out this one guy and win the scenario. So, let's do that. This is perfectly safe because I cannot die from it. Who do I want to get the kill? Do I want you to get the kill? Would that level you? It wouldn't. Get you close. This is a safe attack. There we go. And so the question is, are we going to take the deal? And the answer is yes. We're going to make a plan to try to defeat Halstead, bring it to the ground, and then, well, we'll have no foothold. And so that'll give us some room. Now, you can see there is an early finish bonus. It claims there's an early finish bonus for both. However, this early finish bonus, this 18 is fake. I'm going to get 114 bonus gold for the next scenario. I will not get 18. One scored 8 years ago, the King of Wesnoth and the Lord of El and Safar signed a treaty and secured an alliance. It was a good idea, but unfortunately, that has fallen apart. They commemorated it with the monument being created. Essentially, they just used magic to raise a massive stronghold straight out of the rock. And it still looks the way it was when it was built. However, here's the thing. It actually has a weakness. Which, it looks intimidating, but there is a weakness. Turns out it was kind of flawed to begin with. It looks like a big, intimidating structure, but it is rotting from the inside. It was raised over a system of catacombs, which connect, and if we collapse the supports, then they can no longer hold up. They added supports layer to try to prop up the illusion. If you're seeing any kind of narrative metaphor, well, good job. Anyway, So we're going to bring it down because we can knock out the supports and the whole thing should collapse. Overall, though, note the objective. Harper's death is no longer a failure condition. I'm going to try to keep her alive anyway, but that's the thing. Everything's on the line now. That said, I do have some nice advantages. First, these orcs are not on the same side as Weldon. So I'm going to get a distraction thanks to the orcs attacking, and I will steer well clear of them. Also, this is time to not worry about saving gold because... Oh, that weird. I thought it would say it's the last scenario. Oh well. Nonetheless, I am going to pull out all of my best units for this. I am absolutely okay with going bankrupt. And he claims there's orders. Donald is saying, yeah, there's no way that we're really having orcs work with us. And they get into a fight. So, good news for me. They're going to be fighting each other, which is pretty important because if you look at Donald, he is getting 41 gold per turn as his base income. And even with all of his units, he's still making a positive result. Now, I don't actually care much about getting gold, but I do want to reduce his supply of villages, just so, if it's convenient, just so that I can, just so that I can face slightly fewer units. Now I'm going to definitely keep recruiting everybody who is level 2, and I am also going to recruit a rogue. Rogues have a very important ability, Skirmisher, kind of like the Saurian Skirmishers. This can move past enemies ignoring zones of control, and if I'm trying to get someone into a specific location, well, you can imagine how Skirmisher might help. That said, I cannot let... Wait, what? Oh, my mistake. I misread. No, Harper's death would still be a loss, so I have to keep her alive. Helicrom can die, though. All right, and this is definitely going to be the very last turn when I can recruit or recall anyone because I am about to go bankrupt, but that is okay. I'm going to stay well over here, safely away from... Now, actually, let's see if I can peel a few of them outside. Let's see how smart or dumb Dommel is as a leader. All right, now I don't actually mind if the orcs get villages because that gives them more gold to use against Dommel. I do want to get a couple more rogues just in case that I need them. Is there anyone else here I want to recall? I don't think so. Maybe this guy? He's got a good chunk of XP. He might be able to level. I think I want him. And I can recall 2 more guys, or I can just recruit 3 thugs. Yeah, I'll do that instead. Alright. Nice, the orcs took out their first one of his units. They definitely can't win this on their own. Hey, I went to get the village, not actually attack me. Yeah, you know what? Oh, this guy can be good target practice. Yeah, I can do that. There we go. And I'm actually going to let them keep the village because I do not need it. I need them to have it. Alright, so time to keep just taking away his villages because the more I can take away, the less units he's going to have. I mean, I know it seems like he's got a giant army, but it's going to be like that. And I am trying to attack from the opposite side. Basically, I want to be attacking from where the orcs are not. I don't want any chance of getting into conflict with the orcs themselves. Technically, I already did, but it was a minor conflict. Did I miss anyone? That's everyone. Now it is daytime, so it's basically the worst possible time for me to start a fight. So I'm going to not start a fight right now. I'm just going to keep grabbing villages. And... yeah, let's take that one away. You're quick, right? Yeah, he's quick. Just looping around. Maybe they'll take this bait. Do I want them to take the bait? I kind of have to. He gets so much in the way of new units, new income, new everything. I can't take too long here. The turn limit of 32 is really just, it's perfunctory. The real turn limit is much less. And you'll see why shortly. Alright, some guys are coming out. Good. Aw, they didn't get the kill against the guy there. Now, this is why. He gets more soldiers arriving. They might have been delayed, but they're still present. Now, I definitely want to start attacking here. What is the safe way to do it? I think I've got a bunch of melee guys here, so I would like to go ranged. You're low on hit points, but I'm going to be sacrificing things. You have ranged. You have ranged. You have ranged. And you have ranged. That didn't do nearly as much as I was hoping. You have ranged. Oh, I might be able to level. I did not level just from that, but I think I am going to go here. Okay, that guy is a sitting duck at this point. I still want to grab some more villages. The more I can take away, the better. Although he doesn't have many left. How many does he have? He has 6 villages remaining, same as the orcs, and less than me. Alright. I think do I want to just get the kill here? I kind of do, because if they come out to get him, it'll be worth it, because they're going to put themselves in a very vulnerable position. And you can also shoot first. Yeah, let's just keep people moving around. I do not like doing this at this time of day, but I just have to get them out. I'm going to have to do some daytime fighting no matter what. That said, we are going to keep heading around this way, because I definitely want to be ready for an attack from here. That guy's lost, understandable. Yeah, and if that rogue survives, it can take out the first trapdoor immediately. Did not survive, but got everyone outside. Oh, Orc Leader is coming out, and he's out of gold. So the Orc distraction is about to run out. That said, you can make it right here. So that is 1 down, 1 to go. Alright, so I also want to take out these guys. Oh, hello. You look like you could use a magical attack. Now for the melees, I want to use ranged. For the ranged, I want to use melee. Let's just start whacking away at the mage, because I think that's the one I'm most worried about. Ooh, I can backstab. And now I can give a kill right here. And I'm very close to leveling up. You, I think, can go into melee here, because you have lots of backup. And now I think I can get the kill here. And who knows, maybe that guy will be able to level. Next up, we are going here. We are going... Pierce is so bad against these guys. But If you're very low on hit points, then you won't be too much of a threat. Alright, so that corner is in place. Let's get you over here. And I think this should prove some nice bait. At least I think it can, because this is a melee-only unit. And I think somebody will believe they can attack. Actually, no. No, I'm not going to use bait. I'm going to use I'm getting the village. Once it becomes nightfall, I'll actually head in and start that progress. But right now, I just do not want to deal with that. Okay. That guy's taken out. That's fine. Sadly, the orcs are running a bit low. Oh, hey, I didn't lose anyone I cared about there. Well, I lost the rogue right there, which makes sense. Essentially, you can trade a rogue. Ooh, Rise are approaching. And now we have some new friends. So it turns out that Lord Malak, although he is trying to avoid stuff, his son, Gwydion, is here. And they are not only bringing these 5 guys, they also have a good chunk of gold available. They should be able to get that village. And now I just need to start hitting hard. I do have to be careful. Well, actually, no. Halcrom is expendable. His survival is optional. Harper's is not. But something very important to note is that the pikemen with first strike and piercing damage and high pierce resistance are essentially kryptonite to mounted units, so the more pikemen I can take out, the better. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 that I want to definitely defeat. Time to get started. Oh, that missed. Magic missed twice. This might be a chance to... There we go. Now, can I get you to level? Yes, I can. I can just attack right here. This guy can become a ranger. This is also essentially the level 3 version of a pikeman, so therefore I do not want him surviving until while the horses are here. That said, I think I'm gonna have to take this approach. I hate to use melee versus melee, but I need the backstab. Oof, worse than I was hoping. But I can get a kill here. Yeah, I'm using a lot of melee v melee, which is not good. But I'm just gonna have to accept that. Still, I did take out one of them. There's only two of them. There's essentially 3 of the deadly 2 horses units left, which is going to make it a lot more effective when they come in. Harper can hang out there. Harper is just hanging out there. Oh, good. Out on vulnerable terrain. And the orcs actually haven't been completely wiped out yet. They're still serving as a distraction. Alright, so key units to take out. The pikemen. You, I am actually going to give you some healing. Because I think you'll be valuable alive. Oh, nice. Okay. 2 to go. I want to defeat this guy right here. He is a melee-only unit. You are not actually that important, so I'll let a thug deal with you. This guy, my best option is magic. But if I do a little bit here, then I think... Oh, I did not level. Okay, you can try leveling then. Alright, got a level in there. And now, I still want to attack here before some incredibly foolish horse decides to attack the same location. You're going to get healing. I might need the skirmisher. And I can go in with Halocron if I want to. He isn't required to survive. I think I will. Because he's chaotic, they're lawful, this is the time to attack. Favorable time of day, don't waste it. Okay, there's still a couple orcs left, but I think they'll be dead within a turn or two. Yeah, can't recruit anymore, 2 orcs left. Alright, we're at least in the fortress. So, now is where I absolutely need to use the chaos to get to all the relevant locations. This... You are still expendable. You are... I definitely still want you to go down and quickly. Ooh, what are my chances here? I will risk it. Nice, got the level. Now, the next thing that the horses are not great at is the heavy infantry and shock line, the shock troopers. So I am going to try to help them not have to deal with those guys. You are going to go here. And you can go over here, which does involve the second one. That's 2 down, 2 to go. Melee versus range. Sadly, it missed. Oh, that is very unfortunate. I think this guy's about to get killed. 1 kill from leveling. That said, Baldrus, do I want to risk your life? I'm just going to play it safe. I think I have this in the bag, so I'm just going to keep my essential units out of harm's way. And you are very much going to get into harm's way because I want to bait this longbowman off of the trapdoor. Alright, that useful orc taking up a little bit more attention. Alright. So, it is daytime now. Well, it's dawn. But I am going to say this is going to be one. We can go here. So at this point, essentially, if I get any unit at all to that hex, then I win. And looking at the numbers, Donald has only 17 units. He's actually outnumbered by everyone else combined, even though he has the plurality of units. So I'm just going to keep chipping away at these guys. You have a chance to get the kill. You have... Now here, it's time to start bringing in my rogue, because how many rogues do I have left? Is he my last one? He is my last one. Okay, that makes sense. I think I lost them somewhere along... I must have lost them somewhere along the way. Although, if I can actually defeat Donald, that's going to be great for me. Because then... Oh, hey, this guy's not dead. That's awesome. Let's see if I can find him a kill to level up and heal. You can, I guess, do a little bit of damage. These guys are poisoned. Okay. How are your units? He has 16 left versus 25. That bodes well. I might even bring Harper in. Okay. Yeah, that was probably going to happen. Oh, did I forget to attack with those guys? I might have... No, I didn't. I was attacking. Okay, now he's getting more units. So essentially, I want to get somebody here before these guys get in. Fortunately, the heavy infantry cannot actually move through mountains. Still, this is not quite close enough. Yeah, I can't quite get in yet. I am going to attempt to actually take out Donald, if I can. Then he won't be able to recruit anymore, which would be very nice for me. And... Oh, you're in the way. I can get this guy in. All right. He has been taken out, so how many units now? He only has... Oh, well, he has 19 units because of the 7 who just arrived. Still, I'm liking those odds better and better. Now, about this guy, I don't see a good chance for him, so I'll just start blasting. And I will start blasting here. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this way is not blocked, then I am going to be able to get to the trapdoor next turn. And I feel pretty good about my chances there. That said, Harper and Baldrus are still out here. And you can see how the pikemen are terrifying against the horses. That's why I wanted to take out so many of them. And I don't think they're blocking the way. All right. 4 down. And now I just need to get out of here. Easy. Anybody left inside is going to be killed, but that is kind of the expected result. So let's just start moving out of here. I do want to save Helicrom if I can. And you can also get out. You probably are not getting out, although you could at the very least step on a higher defense tile. Who knows? Maybe he'll survive. I'm not counting on it. I'm honestly not counting on anyone there surviving. All right. It's working. Time for everybody to get clear. Okay, you are getting outside. You are fleeing. You are fleeing. Everybody's getting out of here. And you can get over here, which is a safer spot, and you are not going to be in a great position, but who knows? There is a chance that he survives. All right, that is everyone. With a thunderous roar and a vast billowing of dust, thousands of tons of stone and wood crashed in on itself. Some of the wreckage tumbled down the steep sides, while the remainder came to rest several 100 feet below ground in the bowels of the hollowed-out mountain. No one inside the fortress would make it out alive. And that is the end of that scenario, which I just love the visual storytelling of the collapsing tower. That's the way to do it. It were a real shock. I was so stunned I barely even remember what happened after. Helicrom, I don't know what happened to him. Didn't see what happened to Maddox's son either. Me and Harper and the few of us who survived got up and ran. We'll be heading back north now, toward Carson and Elensafar. Them patrols seem to be in real disarray, mostly seeming to be riding back south to regroup. It'd be looking like we really did disrupt Weldon's chain of command. I'm sure them Wesnothians will come back in time, and with Maddox holed up in his stupid tower, they'll eventually siege Elensafar and take the city, but that don't be my problem anymore. I has me a village to worry about. I need to get back, consult myself with Rolana, and figure out what to do next. We got some more time now, but we can't wait forever. We got back to Delbin today, but the village were empty. There were a few bodies and some burned houses, but it weren't raided or nothing. Must have been one of them Wesnoth patrols. Curse the damned stinkers. When I first saw the scene with my eyes, I thought we'd failed, that we was too late. But now that I thinks of it, it'd be real weird that so few died. The others must have escaped to somewhere, but I didn't see any clues here. I sent Harper off to Delwyn. Hope she'll find something there. In the meantimes, I'll rest this tired body for a little and go see Sis. Maybe pick her up some lilies. Seems like this'll probably be the last time I gets to see her. She'll tell me not to be sad, of course, that life is just a big adventure and filled with fun, that I shouldn't think about stuffs I can't change. The world be huge and vast, much bigger than small little people like me. I don't got the power to change it, so why not try to live as best I can? Besides, she'll say that I still gots me a little piece of her and Harper, so I should cherish the lass. I do, Erwin. I really do. This'll be real hard. I don't be no brave soul, nor some great warrior, but I does my best, and I haven't forgotten all about them good times we had together. Somehow, some way, they keeps me going. Me and Harper, we won't give up till the very end. Harper got back from Delwyn. Said she didn't find no one alive there, but she did bring back a note she found. Baldrus, you would have been proud. We fought them soldiers off twice, gave them a good old thrashing they won't ever forget, but in the end it wasn't enough. We had to run like criminals before they killed us all. I don't know if you and Harper will see this note, but if you do, I'm expecting it to come find us. Remember those old pirate islands we used to hear some of them Elensafar sailors talk about? We'll be heading there, southwest of the city and past the Land's End. See you in the Three Sisters, old friend. Rolana. So they survived. Them islands would be a bit far, but I suppose this sack of bones has one more adventure left in it. And that is the end of Liberty. Thanks for watching.